Good morning to all of you. Let's see question number 9. In this it is given that if the simple interest on 1080 rupees at 5% per annum for 146 days is same, that means is same as simple interest on 2160 rupees for 73 days, and the both simple interest are same, so we have to calculate the rate at which these two simple interest becomes same. So what we are going to do, first we are going to calculate the simple interest 1, that is P into R upon 100 into T will be the same formula. So 1080, R is 5 upon 100, and this time is in days, so we will convert it into the years by dividing by 365. Then we will calculate second simple interest 2160. Rate we have to calculate, and here also time we will convert into the years. Now since it is given that these two are equal to each other, so we will compare these two equations like this. Okay, this is 1 and this is 2. So after some simplification, this 100, 365 cancel out. So we will get, is the rate we will get 1080 into 5 into 146 upon 2160 into 73. So it is twice, it is also twice, so answer will be 5% per annum. So this will be the rate. Then in question number 10, Moin has 8100 rupees. He invests a part of it at 11% per annum and remainder at 12% per annum. So there are two parts of the question again. So in this, let principal is x. So for the other part, principal becomes 8100 minus x. Since the total money was 8100, so this is invested at 11% per annum, and let this is invested at 12% per annum. If the total interest he gets after 2 years, that means time is 2 years here also and time is here also 2 years. So if this is SI1 and this is SI2, so what is given? Given is simple interest 1 plus simple interest 2 is equals to 1814. Okay, the sum of the interest earned by investing the money in two schemes is 1814. So what we will do, we will simply put the values 11 upon 100 into 2 plus 8100 minus x into 12 upon 100 into 2 equal to 1814. Next, see, from here we will get 2x 22x upon 100 plus 24 into 8100 minus x upon 100 equal to 1814. So it is 22x plus 194400 minus 24x equal to, this 100 will come here. So it is minus 2x equal to 181,400 minus 19,440. So when we solve, we'll get 0, 0 minus, so what is x? 13,000 upon 2, that is 6,500. Okay, so we have to calculate in this, calculate the amount he invested in each. So amount invested in 11% per annum scheme is rupees 6,500, and amount invested in 12% per annum scheme is 8,100 minus 65, that is rupees 1,600. Okay, so this is the amount that he has invested in the different two rate of interest. Now let's discuss question number 11. A man lent equal sums of money at 5.5% and 4% per annum for a period of 3 years. So this question consists of two parts. This is the equal money, that means in both principal will be x. Let this money is invested at the rate of 5.5%, that is 11 by 2%, and in this the rate let we take as 4%. In both cases time is 3 years. Okay, now what condition is given? If he earns 72 rupees more for the money lent, so since the rate of interest is more than the rate of interest in the second case, then definitely here simple interest will be more than the second case. So what is given? The simple interest, let this is 1 and let this is 2. Okay, so this SI1 is actually SI2 plus 72 rupees more. So this condition is given. So let's put the value x into 11 by 2 into 100 into 3 equal to x into 4 by 100 into 3 plus 72. Okay, so this we will get, we have substituted the values. So it is 33x upon 200, and this we will bring here 12x upon 100. Okay, equal to 72. Now we will take the LCM of this. So LCM will be 200. So it is 33x minus 24x equal to 72, that is 9x upon 200 equal to 72. So what is the principal? Upon 9. So principal is 1600. Okay. So this is the value of principal, that is 1600. So as per the given conditions that we have done, the SI earned in this is 72 rupees more than the SI earned in second case, and it will be there because since time are same, principal is same, but rate of first is more than the rate of the second, so definitely more simple interest will be there. Okay, then let's see the last question of this exercise, that is 14th question. A man borrowed 4,000 rupees at a certain rate of interest and 5,000 at 2% lower than the first. So again it consists of two parts. In this it is 4,000 and this is 5,000. Okay, so let this rate is R here. So what will be the rate here? Rate here will be 2% lower than the first, that is R minus 2. And if he paid in all, he paid 1050 as interest in 3 years. That means time in both the cases 3 years. So we have to calculate the two rates at which he borrowed the money. So if this is SI1 and this is SI2, so what is the condition given? Condition given is he paid overall interest of 1050 rupees. Okay, so he paid the overall interest of 1050 rupees. So let's put the value 4000 into R upon 100 into 3 plus 5000 into, here it is R minus 2 upon 100 into 3 is 1050. So these two zeros will cancel. It will be 120R plus 150 into R minus 2 is 1050. Next we will solve 120R plus 150R minus 300. So it becomes 270R is equals to, this 300 will come here. So it is 1350. So what is R? R is 1350 upon 270, that is 5%. So for the first case, R1 is 5% and next case R1 is 5 minus 2, that is 3%, since it was 2% lower. So this is our two answers. For the first case, rate is 5% and for the second case, the rate will be 3%. Okay, so this is the end of this exercise 10.1. Now we will discuss compound interest. About the compound interest. So what is compound interest? Compound interest is basically interest on interest. That is, in the simple interest we have studied the formula, that is simple interest was P into R upon 100 into T. So this was the formula that we have studied. So in this formula, this time we are taking for the whole period of the time for which the loan has been taken. But in case of the compound interest, this time when we take is not the whole time. The time will be either 1 year or one period, whatever may be the rate of interest. So that is why in this, principal changes after every year, or we can say after every time period. Whatever time period is there, whether it is half yearly, whether it is quarterly or yearly. Then we can say that for a given principal, CI is always greater than SI. This CI I will take for compound interest and this SI is simple interest. So for a given principal, CI is always greater than SI. So to find the compound interest, we have basically two methods that we are using generally. Those two methods is, first is simple interest method. Okay, so since we have studied the simple interest, so first method is simple interest method and second method is formula method. Okay, so these are the two methods to find the compound interest. Now formulas will remain the change, that is amount, if we need, that is compound interest that we need to calculate will be equal to amount minus principal. Whatever amount we calculate in the end and the principal that was in the beginning, if we do the subtraction, we will get the compound interest. So first of all, we will discuss about how to calculate compound interest using the simple interest method. So the things that we need to remember is this formula we will use very frequently in those questions, and this T we will substituting with the one period. If the rate of interest is in per year or per annum, time will always be 1 year. If the rate of interest will be semi-annually or half-yearly, time becomes 1/2, and if the rate of interest is quarterly, time becomes 1/4. So like this we will calculate. So let's solve few problems. Okay, so let's solve the exercise 10.2. Very first question is there. Calculate the compound interest by simple interest method for rupees 1500. So principal is rupees 1500 at 7% per annum. Rate is given as 7% per annum, that is per year, for 2 years, and time here is 2 years. Okay, so generally what we were doing in the previous exercise, when we have to calculate the simple interest, we are using this formula. SI is equals to P into R upon 100 into T. But what actually we are doing in that time was 2 years. But now it is the compound interest. So what we will do, we will calculate, or we will write like this: interest for first year. So we will calculate the interest for first year. P will be 1500, R is 7 upon 100, and in this time we will take as 1 year. So when we calculate, we will get rupees 105. So this is the interest which we got for the first year. Now since the time is 2 years, so we will calculate principal for second year. So what is the principal for second year? 1500 was our original principal. This was our interest. So principal for second year will be 1605 rupees. So this is the principal for second year. Now what we will do, we will calculate interest for second year, and same formula we will use. P into R upon 100 into T, that is 1605 into rate is 7 upon 100, and again time will be 1 year. So when we will calculate, it will be 112.35 rupees. Okay, so this is the interest for first year, this is the interest for second year. Now we have to calculate the compound interest. So compound interest will be how much? 105 plus 112.35, that is 217 rupees 35 paisa. Okay, so we will add these two interest and we will get the compound interest for 2 years. Okay, so if we would have calculated the simple interest, then what will be the simple interest? See, interest for the first year was 105. Since we know that simple interest is directly proportional to time, so if interest for the first year is 105, then interest for 2 years will be 210 rupees. So we can see that compound interest is always greater than the simple interest for the given period of time. Okay, let's see one more question. In this we have calculated the compound interest. So in question number 3, what is given? Calculate the amount and compound interest by simple interest method on rupees 4800, that is principal is rupees 4800 for 2 years. Time here is again 2 years and rate of interest is 7.5% per annum, that is 15/2% per annum. So again we have to calculate in this, we have to calculate the amount and the compound interest. So first thing that we will do, we will calculate interest for first year. So what is our interest for first year will be 4800 into 15 upon 2 into 100 into time we will take 1 year. So it will be 360 rupees. Now we will calculate P for means principal for second year. So principal for second year will be, we will add it, we will get rupees 5160. Okay, then we will calculate interest for second year. So now our principal will be 5160, rate will remain the same here and time is 1 year. So this 0 will cancel, it will be 258. So answer is 387 rupees. So what is asked in this question? We have to calculate the amount. So what is our final amount? Final amount will be 5160 plus 387, that is 7455. This is the final amount. And what is the compound interest? Either you can add these two interest or you can calculate it like this. This is the final amount minus the initial principal whatever is given. So we will get 747 rupees. So this will be our compound interest. Okay. Then let's see question number 8, a different type of question. So in this it is given that calculate the amount and compound interest due on rupees 8000, that is principal is rupees 8000 in 2 years, time is 2 years, when the rate on the successive years are 5% and 8% respectively. So in this two rates are given, 5% and 8%. Okay, so for doing the problems like this, what you can do, you can take 5% for the first year and 8% for the second year, or you can take 8% for the first year or 5% for the second year. Whatever you want to take, you can take, and we will proceed it like we have done the questions, previous two questions. So first we will calculate interest for first year. So it will be 8,000 P R. We will take 5% for the first year, and this 8% we will take for the second year into 1. So it is rupees 4,000, rupees 400. Then we will calculate P for second year as usual. So it will be 8,000 plus 400. So our answer will be 8,400. Next we will calculate interest for second year. So it is P is now 8,400, and now we will take rate as 8% because we have already taken the rate as 5%. So it will be 8 upon 100 into 1. So it is 672 rupees. Okay. So finally what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the amount. So what will be our amount? 8,400 plus 672, that is 9,072 rupees. And what is our compound interest? Interest for the first year plus interest for the next year, that is 1,072 rupees. Okay, so when the different type of rate of interest are given for the different years, then you can take any of the rate for the first year, then the remaining rate for the second year, and like this you can take. Even if there are 3 rates of interest, then likewise you can solve.